Hey guys, unfortunately the game crashed, so I lost a little bit. I recorded a little bit, and then a few months later the game actually crashed. So I just said, screw it. I'm just gonna take it as is. Now, I've decided. Now, what I learned from that is that this is an unwinnable battle up here in Foggia. I lost that battle several times, and it was just not worth it. And my entire army is gonna be destroyed. Watch this. Entire army gone. Entire army completely destroyed. Let's destroy the Lithuanian navy right there. Yeah, that's the end of it. Alright. That is the one thing we do have at our advantage is a navy. Not sure how much good it's going to do us, but we do have it at our advantage. If you look at the war, they have a terrible navy, and we have a pretty decent navy, actually. Let's look at this. We're with quite a good bit of Central to Eastern Europe. And Austria is the head of the war, so all I want to do is get them out. I would concede defeat. I would do quite a lot to get out of the war, actually. I would do some things that I'm not proud of. Not really, but I would do some more drastic measures just to get out of the war, because this was never a war I wanted to be in. Because I could handle a war against Austria and Bohemia and Bulgaria, which I really originally thought I was getting into. But no, the Austrians became the war leader. Peace accepted peace. Yeah, every small country that accepts peace, I am going to accept, because, well, for a couple reasons. One thing, being obviously that, they just can't bother me with their little armies. Smaller countries can't. See, I don't understand why they wouldn't accept peace. Cologne. This is a small nation with no real way to get to me. That came at the absolute worst time. I have almost no legitimacy. I've got uncontested claims, which is ruining my prestige. I've got no legitimacy, or nearly no legitimacy, which is driving up my revolt risk in some places. Alright, come on. There we go. So the theme of Sparta, which has completely been removed from Sparta, needs a new general, so that you get him. He'll do fine. He'll do better. There we go. Better general. We're still using spears, so it's not like the Austrians are beating us with guns. So that can't happen. So that's a good thing, actually. Once Lithuania gets out of the war, I think we could actually probably take it, because people forget, that there's a war in the east going on as well. It's just not as big a deal. But there is indeed a war in the east. Alright. Here we go. It's all or nothing. We have to completely outnumber them here, which we do. So it's pretty even so far. Now we're winning. Still winning. Whoa! Ow! Ow, that's gotta hurt. If I still had the 2,000 ducats, I would actually pay that. But they're just demanding too much money. Ow, that must have hurt. Alright. We've pushed them out of Abrazi. Now they're sieging Foggia. And the Bohemians are sending down even more men. I have an idea. If I could Yeah, you man up from over here. Come up here. Go to Banat. I'm gonna raise another theme over here. 1, 2. Well, I'll do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Raising an army is expensive, especially armies as large as these. Which I guess you can't really say that these armies are very large, but I would argue that they are larger than I've been used to in the past, because they are. And Bohemia just keeps sitting down men because they're the Holy Roman Emperor. Lithuania. Thank God for the Lithuanians. Now you guys head up to there. Actually, I'll send. You guys can stay in. Well, I'll send you up there anyway. No. I'll send them up there. No real reason not to. I can have an army up there. I guess I should stop trying to keep them in the places that they actually are named for, so Seleucia can abandon Seleucia. Oh, Venice has been weakened. So that's good. So Crete is now a sovereign state, allied with Denmark, which won't last very long, of course. So let's see this. We fund patriots? No, we couldn't. But now Venice, I don't think, has a very good military, so that I don't predict them taking on the rebels that are now sieging some of their provinces. But all right, let's see this. They're 15th of June. Here we go. Oh, that hurts. It hurts me to see that, like 3,000 men, 4,000 men die in just like in such a short amount of time because they're just taking a beating. I guess that's the superiority of the Roman legion. Yeah, we just took out an entire Bohemian army right there. They should be wanting to get out of this war quick now. Should. They probably won't, but no one ever said the Bohemians were geniuses. Not in real life, of course. In the game. In real life, I'm sure they're very smart. So, white peace, yeah. People just can keep white piecing us. And now that we're actually on the offensive, I don't want to get greedy, but I'm not feeling so bad about the war. It's not going so poorly anymore. Aha! Vienna. Ah, Teutonic. Prussia annexed the Teutonic Order, which is kind of weird because Prussia was formed from the Teutonic Order. But I've seen that happen a couple times in this game. And Prussia has a lot of cores on. Well, they don't actually. Well, they do, I guess. They have cores where they can gain places. Let's see. Water shortages, defenders desert. Should be an easy enough siege. Uh-oh, Austria. All of a sudden, this war isn't looking so great for you, is it? Not so cheery now, are you? Oh well. Now I have a massive army on our borders, but we did take out more of them than they took out of us. So, and we can just kind of pop in and pop out of their places, because yeah, Hungary hates them and would never give them military access, so we can hide out in Hungary, who doesn't like us either. But we should probably improve relations with them for now, just so they don't revoke it from us, because that'd be bad, because I like having military access through there. It's very useful. At least until we, of course, want to declare war on them, which is coming, because they will have core once we reform the Roman Empire. I think we'll have cores in some of their provinces. So, all good things, all alliances come to an end. but it's to be expected. But alright, let's attack them, the Austrians, here in Roma. If I were the Austrians, I'd be getting scared, this army. Yeah, this is the Battle of Roma. It's going to be a pretty intense battle. Brezi's under siege, but we're retaking Roma, so... See, this is painful on both sides. We just got to make it hurt worse for them. Which so far it has, and it still is. They're going to Napoli. We'll send 6,000 men there. And we will arrive there just after them. And we will defeat them. Because Rome conquers all. Let's see. Could we get them to... Yeah, fund patriots, we'll do that. Seceded was not discovered. We'll fund 3,000 more. Fund patriots. They are Bulgarian patriots, but I think they'll still defect to us. Because Bulgaria doesn't exist. Thanks to us. But now we own every core that we start the game with, except these little islands. Except Crete, except Naxos, except Corfu, and except Cyprus. Except those, we own every core that we start the game with. And Kaffa. Mostly. All the important ones. I love how that went from like a really triumphant speech to a very kind of depressed one. Alright. They just keep pouring men down south into Italy, but they're ignoring Greece and our homeland. I guess because they can't really get to it. If we can get Bohemia out of the war. If we could get them out of the war, I think that we could actually win this. And we need to, I'm going to raise war taxes. I hate doing that. But this is straining our economy to the max. And that actually didn't help too much. Or maybe it did. Oh no, war taxes only affects the end of the year. Okay. That's fine. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. Come on. Hoping that I can kind of outmaneuver them here. Yeah, Montenegro is actually doing quite well for us. Not what I needed right now. Oh well, I have the siege army here now. Send them there to catch up with themselves, or to meet up with themselves in the middle. Wait, what were the naval nations? Only Mecklenburg. Alright, so the navy is going to be completely useless to us, to be honest. I mean, we could invade from the north, but I don't think that that'd be too feasible right now at the moment. Quality wool. Alright, within 6 months it shall be free from Bohemian clutches. So, wait till a good time this month. And the university is almost finished in Constantinopolis. But let's focus on this right now. This siege, and I gotta end the part. We won the siege. So on a happy note, as always, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you next time.